don't know about y'all, but I finally feel like it's over. Yeah, Joe, I got breaking news. Breaking news is the Sixers is done. Stick a fork in them. I wish I had a damn sounder. Man, oh, school with me, she was getting on my nerves so bad. And I like Doris, but sometimes you could tell when she's enamored with a certain player or a certain team. And that's annoying when you're trying to watch the game and hope you're getting objective uh analysis. And I didn't feel like we got it this series. And then at that end there where she was playing the violins for Brett Brown, who gives a fuck? Yeah. Like she was really trying to play the violins for Brett Brown. But you notice when it came to talking about his basketball acumen as a coach, what did she say? The same thing that everybody else says about Brett Brown. This is a high quality man. Okay, I could get a pastor to be a coach. That's a high quality man. But can he coach? Can he coach Joel Embiid? Can he coach Ben Simmons? Can he not let the Titanic go down with Raul fucking Neto on the floor? Reg, you don't never pay attention to shit we pay attention to. You don't count, man. Damn, let me rage in peace, yo. How can you not pay attention to her if she talking during the whole broadcast? Any woman that talks a lot, you gonna pay attention to them. Hot, ugly, fat, skinny. Women talk, you just gonna pay attention. Hold on, sis. Yeah, I mean, like, what are we talking about here? I'm like, I'm like so done with it. I'm like, just, and I know what the Sixers are going to do. They're going to let him walk away. They're not even going to freaking fire him because they swear up and down he's built so much cachet that they got to treat him like John Chaney or some damn body. Like, what the fuck? You fire that man. Fire. Everybody else get fucking fired. Earn, I'm AKM. Happy Brett Brown firing day. I feel the same, buddy. Oh, your TV's turned down. That shit makes sense, Reg. That shit makes so much sense. I'm sick of Brett Brown and the nice guy thing. Earn, same way, man. I don't give a shit. I don't care that he's a nice guy. This isn't the NBA doesn't stand for a Nobel Peace Prize Basketball Association. It doesn't. It doesn't. The NBA is littered with great guys that didn't make it, that didn't pan out. You got to know how to coach today's athlete. He isn't as smart or as enduring as Popovich. I don't know why he think he is. Oh, Reg, we already know that skits with that report. Last out, shout out, what up? We already know. But honestly, if you want to put blame, I say it's 60% Brett, 40% front office. And I say 40% front office because at one time we had Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, JJ Redick, and Ben Simmons all on the same fucking floor. And everybody said this team is either top in the NBA or top team in the Eastern Conference. So, with that being said, 60% Brett Brown, 40% front office. And that just creeped up because of that Al Horford thing, the letting Jimmy walk, and all that other shit. But it's 60% Brett Brown. Nah, Tim. You know I hate Brett. I got to give him 60. I got to give him 60. And there's no bones. You know I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be biased as shit. I'm giving Brett 60. It's like if it was 50-50, I'd give him 51%. Fuck him. That's like if my job is to shoot people, right? And I'm about to go down, I give Ray Charles an AR. Get him, Ray. That's the equivalent of putting Raul fucking Neto on the floor with the game on the line. Go get him, Ray. Shoot him, Ray. Oh, Ray. No, the battlefield's over here, Ray. Where you look? Oh, shit, I forgot you blind, Ray. Over here, Ray. That's how I feel like Brett Brown is a coach. That's what I'm saying. And no, I got a thing about people that wait till shit goes to hell and then they want to change who they are. No, to me that's phony. That's not Brett. Brett's not a yeller. He's never been a yeller. That's why smacking the damn table and chairs and shit like that, I don't fall for that shit. And then Doris Burke with the fucking I lived in Philly for 20 years. They will boo you. What? You know what? I'm glad the season over because I don't have to hear shit like that. I don't have to hear. Did y'all hear her say "cut me, Mick" about Tobias Harris? I'm sick of the Rocky references. I'm sick of gratuitous cheesecake shots. I'm sick of everything that fucking comes with being a Philadelphia fan, except winning. God, sick of this shit, man. Go ahead, sis. I don't. Sick of these motherfuckers. Doris Burke, I'm glad she's gone. Oh, meat curtains ass. Always Jason Tatum this, Jason Tatum that. Oh my God. Dice this, dice that. Marcus Smart, Marcus Smart, Marcus. Well, I'm like, oh my God. Joel Embiid, 35, 18, 10, 9, 6, 7, 8, 5. He got to step up. What? You want him to sell hot dogs too?
Listen,
But Anthony Davis can go 2 for 50. He don't have to get down low. He's a big man, right? My meds ain't working today. It's just, man, listen.
listen, Joel is not blameless. Absolutely
No.
not, because um, you would think that, and I'm not. Let me frame this correct. I don't want to doubt his love for the game or his commitment to the Sixers or the city or any of that. But if you were so embarrassed by last year, basketball is a business. Yeah, okay, Jimmy wasn't here, you wanted him here. Okay, guess what? If you step on the court and get back here, that's over with. Like, you can't fucking pout like you're 10 because your mom didn't buy you the bike you wanted for your birthday. Like, no. So he's not blameless and getting his ass in better shape,
Since he
working.
didn't come back with one vein. One vein. I didn't see one vein. Not one.
And but
Like
in
you and I go back and forth about this all the time because you say, the kid grew a bit more, he's big, But you know what? And I don't hate to compare him to like Dwight Howard or something like that. But you got all this money. The Sixers are heavily
yeah.
invested to you. How can you not have a personal chef, a personal trainer?
Hmm.
You got chefs that can cook you the most decadent cheeseburger. They only got 30 calories in it. Like, I don't
Right.
understand how you cannot come back after that and be like, I ain't saying be brolic, but come
Right.
back like, oh shit.
Right.
Even Jokic lost weight. He looked like a melted Twinkie, but he lost weight.
Right. And that's what I mean. And when I say about, yeah, we have to realize he's 7'2" and etc. But being in shape and being in basketball shape is a totally different ball game.
Ooh, is it?
Now, I played basketball since I from the time I was 7, competitively up until I was in my early 20s. It like that's peak where you're playing basketball every day, 2, 3 times a day. Like you're not leaving the court unless you absolutely have to. And that's somebody who, 20 years ago, if I played basketball now compared to when I played,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm sure I probably would have continued to play professionally, etc. Because just of the technology and how the game has grown. So like you said, all this offered to players, and especially players of his magnitude. Like how many times a game do you see his ass on the floor? And that's all because he has no lower body strength. Like I said, being in shape and being in basketball shape and being in supreme fitness basketball shape
Mm-hmm.
is three totally different things. There's no way Joel Embiid should be on the floor 5 times a game
Oh,
because he got Kimba Walker fucking blocking him out. That's because he
sis.
has his base is weak.
No, you know why he's on the floor? And I was told this in the military. I didn't play sports. I told this in the military. You laying on the floor because your ass trying to get a rest. Get your
Oh
fat
yeah.
ass up.
Hmm.
Get up.
Yeah.
Kobe never stayed on the ground. AI never stayed on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Shaq never stayed on the ground. Like,
Yes.
get your ass up. And you know what? You said basketball shape. You know a good example of that? James Harden. He don't look like he can do much of anything, but when his ass
Right.
on that court,
Hmm.
he can play. That's
Yep.
basketball shape. You know why? Because
Hmm.
James be in that gym.
Hmm.
He's
Agreed.
just built for basketball.
Agreed. And listen, and this is the other part of it. Yes, these other off seasons, he has been working his way back from injury. So it's different when you're rehabbing from an injury in the off
Correct.
season than from
Correct.
when you're going into, a off season completely healthy and you're just working on your game. Just like, Carson this year. He
Look
this
at the
was the
muscle.
first Right.
Yeah.
This was the first off season where he was completely healthy, wasn't rehabbing, no injuries, where he can go out, work on his body, etc. But like all the time now, like all the excuses are out
They're
for
done.
everybody.
If he don't come back, sis, I swear to you. And you know, we love the boy. Like we be on people's
Hmm.
ass when they try to.
Yeah,
But sis, I
but
swear to
we get
God,
on his
sis,
ass too.
yes. If he don't come back with at least one ab muscle, I swear to God, I know
Hmm.
for a fact he doesn't want it.
Yeah,
He wants all the everything that comes with it, but he doesn't want it.
and you'll be able to tell, and you know how you really can tell is him on the defensive end.
Hmm.
There, even when he was semi, his knee was fucked up. Joel Embiid people never took the ball into him in the paint. Guards fucking Brad Wanamaker is laying up is taking the ball to him in the
His
paint, and he
sis, his go ahead, sis. I was just gonna
because
say
he don't want to jump.
his first 2 years, he was. Remember, we used to tell him to slow down because he wanted to swat everything.
Right, not
He
just
was his
even.
plus minus was ridiculous. His first 2 years when he was off the court plus on the court,
Hmm.
like
Even up to even when after he had the meniscus in the playoff series 2 years ago when they played Miami and Boston. Like even up until they went into the fucking bubble this year, nobody was challenging him in the paint.
now they
So
just run. Kimber
yeah,
Walker is posting you, dog.
that's why I
Marcus
said
Smart is posting you.
people are not gonna like. what I say, and I said that because everybody think that because Brett Brown getting fired that the Sixers are miraculously going shit is going to change. Absolutely not. This is bigger than just Brett Brown. This
Top
is
from the top up.
this is the whole damn organization. Everybody. So I don't give a damn if they do fire Brett Brown. If they keep Elton Brand and the ownership group stay the same, guess what? You're going to have a honeymoon period with a new coach where Embiid and Simmons going to act like they get it, and they might give you a full season. But when the rubber meets the road, shit is going to come back down to reality, and this is what you're going to get. There's no
Sis,
man.
I want to try something. I want to try something. I just bought this because I thought it was so cute. But now that I got you on the screen, right? Okay. I'm gonna play Joel Embiid. Okay. And this is Ben Simmons right here. This is Ben Simmons. Can you see him?
Mm-hmm.
That's Ben. You the new coach. I'm Ben and Joel are sitting down in front of you. It's you, it's Elton, maybe Josh, if he gives a fuck. What are you telling me and Ben right now?
The first thing I'm
What do you
telling
want us to do in the off season?
the first thing I want, this is what I want and what I'm demanding of you. I don't give a
She
damn
is
what you're.
amazing. Hold on, sis. I want to give you your flowers. TB said you're amazing. She is. She knows her
Oh, thank
shit. That's
you.
why I always have her on. Go ahead, sis. Me and
Um,
Ben is listening.
the
We're
first thing
listening.
is this is me. I'm the coach. I don't care what your people, your handlers, your agent. You play for me. Number one, y'all got to come in shape and ready to work, not getting in shape because for in training camp. No, when we come in, we're ready to work. Them two have to be the leaders of the team and set the example for everybody else. What they do, everybody else is going to do. So if y'all practice half-ass, what you think the other players on the team is going to do? If you don't take practice seriously, nobody is going to take practice seriously. So that's my number one. That's what I would set from the get go.
So, Coach, I'm talking as a B now. Coach, I crown jewel. I play. I come in. I was in shape. Why are you telling me to come into shape? I was in shape.
You wasn't in shape in game. What was this game four? They got swept when you only had 4 rebounds.
Coach, I'm averaging 30, 13, and 4. 30, 13, and 4, coach.
Yeah, and that's wonderful, Joel. And you still couldn't run up and down the court when I needed you in crunch time to get you the ball.
Okay, now I'm Ben Simmons. I'm an all-star. 17, 8, and 6. I mean, what do you
Guess what? If I was 6'10" and could semi dribble and had any ounce of athleticism, I could average that. What you got next? What's your
but I'm an
what's
all-star.
what's your free throw percentage, Ben? You
But I'm
hit
an
seventy
all-star with
percent
these
yet?
numbers, coach. I'm an all-star with these numbers, coach.
If your aim is to be an all star, then you'll be content with where you're at. I'm aiming for you to be a champion,
I
and
want to
I
be the
need
point
more
guard
from
again,
you.
coach. I want to be the point guard again.
Well, we're gonna do what's best for the team. Nobody is promised no position. You come in, you work, and
There it is.
the
That's what
chips,
I wanted to hear.
the
Thank
chips
you.
gonna fall where they fall.
Thank you. That, God damn it. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Nothing is promised.
Yeah,
You
you gotta
might be a
work for
fucking
that.
six man. I mean, not, I mean, no way. But I'm
Right.
just saying,
But
like,
that's
let
what
it be
they gotta
known, like,
believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, ain't no jobs up for grabs. Oh,
Yeah.
who you texting? Rich Paul? I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I would
Yeah.
trade you to Siberia. I would trade you to NBA Siberia.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a team. I don't give a shit.
Yep. Agreed. And that's why I said they all need to have a come to Jesus moment from the owners on down. Now, if they, sell the team or if one of their minority owners, Michael Rubin, steps up into that role where he's the face of the franchise, and
Mm-hmm.
they completely overhaul the
Mm-hmm.
organization, meaning scouts, meaning development. Like that's what they have to do. They have to over is like it ain't just as rosy as people want to make it seem because Joel and Ben is here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's be real. Joel and Ben in their current state ain't winning shit. So I don't give a damn
Mm-mm.
how talented they are.
Oh, I want to play that again, sis. Hold on. I'm Thibault now. Hold on, coach. I'm
Don't get me,
filming
please.
I'm filming the TikTok. I'm filming the TikTok. Hey, coach. I got good dimples. What do you need me to do, coach? What do you need
I
me to do this off season?
I need you to have a basketball in your hand 24/7 and just dribble the ball. As
On
good as you
TikTok?
are, I don't care where, how, where, with whom, it doesn't matter. But that ball shall not leave your hands. All I want you to do is dribble and shoot. That's it.
Okay, dribble and shoot. You want me to dribble and shoot? Do you want um? Am I going to be yanked the first time I make a mistake? Cause I'll be nervous out there.
Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to promise you that I won't yank you, but I'm going to build you up, and that's what practice is for. I'm going to give you the confidence that you need to go out there and do what you know you can do.
Thanks, coach. I appreciate it. Okay, now I'm Tobias Harris. Black Lives Matter. They do matter. I average 19 points a game and I got 185 million. Hey,
Tobias is
coach, what do you need me to do, coach? But I
uh,
can't do it all the time because I'm an activist too. So go ahead.
uh, I need to think
Say
about
their
Tobias.
names. Say their names. Say their names. Say them.
Because Tobias is, and I can't remember, somebody said it on the radio yesterday. I think it might have been Rob Ellis on WIP, where, certain players, when, they're traded from organization to organization, is not
Yeah, I've heard this
because
too.
the player is not talented, etc., but they just don't have that it. You know what I mean? And organizations don't give up on players who they think can develop into something more than what they are. And even when he was in the Clippers before he came here, the Clippers still was a bad team. Like he was still, what
He
was
was
he
a peak
averaging?
second, third wheel. Yeah, he was
But
a peak third wheel. Yeah,
but not even. He was the first when before he came here. He was the first option, but it still was on a bad team.
right,
So
right, correct. Like he'll
so
get his on a bad team.
Right. So there was no, in a tough game situation, yeah, if you're down 15, a
I'm not
double
going to
digits
Dubai.
most of the game is different from when you are in a crunch time situation. That's a whole different ball game. So it's easy to put up 25 when you constantly losing and you trying to make a comeback.
And
So
I want to apologize to Carmelo Anthony because I said Tobias reminding me of no.
we
Carmelo's
wish.
a fucking assassin. Like it's just like say what you want, black hole, all this other bullshit. Carmelo is like if you wanted a bucket, like if you built a player to get a bucket, I'm starting with Kevin Durant and Carmelo, and because it's just that they wake
Because
up to
they're
score it. It's in
right,
their
because they're
DNA.
natural scorers. Yeah.
Right. I feel like he'd be like going through the motions to score. Like he can score,
Who,
but it's
Tobias?
like, yeah, but it's like, I'm 6'8", so yeah, I should be able to score, right?
I think he's a good player. I think he could be an asset on this team with, mind you, with the right coach and with the right system. But if you're looking for him to be the second wheel, then you're mistaken.
No.
No. And
Sis,
on this team, he shouldn't be.
mm-hmm.
He
But
shouldn't be
sis,
looked to as that.
let me just give you this, because I know you probably gonna have the right answer. All right, let me scrap the whole team, right?
Mhm.
I'm you the next coach. I'm saying
Mhm.
coach, and I'm going to include him because of the money and
Mhm.
because I think he really can do well in this.
Mhm.
Coach, you have Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Tobias Harris. Give me
Mhm.
your system for
Whew. Mm. Just based on their skills now, and not
him. As we talking
as
right
we talk.
now.
Not saying
Yes, ma'am.
if they could get
What
better.
they could be, yes, ma'am. Right now, what you could best do to maximize them until they show you they can do more.
Um. Hmm.
Tough, ain't
Yeah.
it? Because I ain't even say give me their positions.
You would need to see what else is around them. You
Yep.
would have to, because the part of the issue too is, to me, they
Hmm.
were trying to build a team around Ben Simmons instead of trying to build it around Joel Embiid.
Joel. Yep. That's where they messed up at. Correct.
Now listen, you can get lucky and you can, get your way into players that can fit with both of them, but uh, that's
Sis.
hard because it almost goes hand in hand. Like,
Hmm.
for people to say that Ben and Joel can't play together is ludicrous.
They don't
Like,
know basketball. They don't know
no.
basketball.
And
They just see a 6'10" guy and a 7'2" guy, and they say it can't work because they're used to seeing midgets jack up shots all damn day.
right. And also, it also is going to be incumbent upon them
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
like I get now that everybody wants to have their own people in the off season and train with their, but what happened to taking a month out and training with your teammate? Um,
You know who does
hello?
it? And we talk about him a lot because we feel like he's a front runner. He's annoying. Greek. Greek
Like,
doesn't. He takes a month to himself where
yeah,
he
like,
practices like his own, like on his own self.
right.
And he says when he do practice, he said he don't practice with LeBron or Kevin
No,
Durant because he
that's
like
not
I
who
don't
you're
want.
fucking playing with them.
Right, right. He's like I don't want. And why would I let them know my weaknesses and whatever? Like I
Right,
want to come in and the new part of my game be a shock to them. So he
right.
has the right idea
Mm-hmm.
about yo. You got to train. You got to be a man. And rest in peace, Mamba. Happy birthday, Mamba. He did the same thing. If you
Mm-hmm.
call me,
Right.
yeah, I, yeah, I'll
You
show
can
you
come run.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not running behind you like,
Right.
hey, KD, can I practice with you? No.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everything is is so individual as far as players and their status and
All these
stuff like
players and
that.
CEOs, they
You
feel like they entities within themselves. So,
in which they are, but
but
if
when it
you
comes to
want to
the
win,
team,
you
yes, there we go.
you have to be on the same page. Like, there's like that's is a reason why basketball is a 5-on-5 game. You have is a team game. Like, no one person is gonna win. Like, and for the life of me, I've never understood why them two haven't practiced in the summers together. Going in, first of all, in training camp, like, I mean, training camp is a normal training camp is what, maybe 2 weeks. What the hell kind of chemistry are you building in training camp? Absolutely
Sis,
fucking
I
nothing.
don't. And you know what's funny, sis? This is the thing about young guys and their ego. Like if you're really an adult about it, no. Should you care what the outside noise is? No. But sometimes optics help. Hey,
Mhm.
let's let's take a week out.
Yeah.
play together, make sure we got publicity there, media there, whatever. You know, just you
Right.
never know. Something may click. You may be like, damn. So you like
Yeah.
ball up here as I'm okay.
Yes.
I never paid attention.
That's what I'm saying. You get when you're playing in a season, you don't have practice time. You don't have
Yeah,
time to say, okay, if teams constantly do this, I'm gonna do this, or we going to do like that comes with playing each other. And in reality of it, I don't even think have Ben and Joel played 100 games together. I don't even think so. I don't think they played 100 games
ma'am, I
together.
don't. Um,
I,
I think
I,
it's close, but I wouldn't put money on it. I wouldn't bet my
no,
paycheck.
right, right. And when you have two flawed players as they are, and it's not to demean them but they're two flawed players. So when two flawed players but are still talented, still haven't played a ton of basketball together, on top of Joel and B just playing basketball, period. There's a learning curve that you go through with playing together as teammates. Like you see, like most of the NBA players now, who they're boys with. They play AAU together. They played together for
Carmelo,
years.
LeBron,
So for
Wade,
them,
Durant,
right,
Kyrie,
all of them
Ben and
played together.
um Ben and what's his face? What's his face? D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, yes. Like they grow up playing together. So you know each other's strengths and weaknesses. You know what they like to do at certain parts of the court. You know this, you know that. When that's not accustomed to you, meaning Joel, like they need to be together as much as possible. And how I know how, but how that wasn't mandated from the organization, the team, is crazy to me. I just
Even even if I'm Ben's team or Joel's team, I'm
why
like,
get right. Y'all got to get
we
together. Like
y'all are the future. Like y'all can own this fucking town. Get together and ball the fuck out. Simple. I don't understand this whole
yeah,
like
it's
you can
me.
suggest him to sit out to get rookie of the year.
Right,
You can't
but you can't.
suggest, hey, go, hey, you got the most charismatic, dominant big man, probably since Shaquille O'Neal in the city.
Right.
You are considered the next Bron, the next up and coming. You got next. We the promotion and the marketing is endless if you guys just get on the right page.
Mhm. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I say that it's from the organization down. Because if certain things aren't mandated, like this is how we doing it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't call who you want to call. Yeah, like that. Don't. I'm here to win. Like that's it. So
Either do
if
this or give me a list of teams,
yeah, like plain and simple.
and I
Sorry,
may not trade you to any of them.
I won't trade
I'm
you
gonna
to
trade
any
you
of them.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm being facetious when I tell you give me a list of teams because you either gonna play with the 76ers, you ain't gonna
Or
fucking play at all.
exactly. Yeah. Like I'm just looking at Joel's line today where you can see he looked like a shot racehorse where he still had 30 points and 10 just imagine
Sleep,
if
sis. In his sleep.
like
In his sleep.
that's because he's just naturally gifted.
Now put
But
the work ethic with
yeah,
that.
exactly. Put the commitment to basketball.
We
Yeah,
just saw the last dance. How can players come back out of shape?
I get it that he isn't out in the streets, and like he's a simple kid, meaning simple like he don't do a lot, but that's not an excuse no more. Like you gotta like bruh, like come on.
Sis, you telling me I got $180 million in the bank, more with endorsements, more possibly coming with the second contract, and all I got to do is have a personal chef and a trainer?
All I gotta do is eat
Sign
right and
me
work out.
the fuck up! Sign me up! me up. You telling me
Yeah,
you're paid pretty much in the military? That's what they did. They paid us to work out, and I didn't make. I made shit. You
I
mean
don't.
all I gotta do is wake up in the morning and work out? Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do that for 4 years. Sure, why not?
yeah,
And it paid
and
off in the end.
just committing to my craft. Listen, natural ability is only going to get you so far, and we see that in both of them. They're both of them are naturally gifted, and you've seen how far it's going to get you. How far it's going to get you without either one of their games getting better,
Or as a
without
team.
fitness, and with even a mediocre coach. You've seen as far as them two as they're going to take you in their current form.
If
Even
I'm
if
in, go ahead.
go ahead, no, go ahead.
If I'm in B or Simmons, I'm away from everything. Hey man, call me. Or I'm calling. Hey, listen,
At some
Brett,
point, pride has to be.
there's no more excuses for us. Nobody to
Mm-hmm.
shield us.
Yep.
What do you want to do, bro?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to do this. Let's get together. Let's
Yep.
go to the front office. Let's even if they get together and have a game plan themselves. Like, yo, when we get called to the office, we telling them this what
Yeah.
we want around us, and we gonna do our part.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Yep.
said, what did you say the last show? The true superstars, they demand from the
Mm-hmm.
organizations. They
Yeah.
demand certain things. And Joel and Ben got that power, so they better start using it for other things than staying in Miami an extra day while the whole
Mm-hmm.
team flies away or eating a chicken sandwich on the damn trainer's table. Use your power for something that's going to benefit others instead of yourself.
Right. Right. And they're both content being. Ben is content being an all-star. Joel is content being considered as, a top whatever player people consider him. That's
And
contentment.
you know what? Let's put some blame on us too. Cause you know why? If we wouldn't, I don't want to say drool, but if we wouldn't give Embiid props for shit that we know he can do,
Hmm.
somebody like Joel, when he's the opposite of ESP. If you don't pay attention to Joel, that fuels him.
Him, right,
Like if you don't, if we like, okay, you did a windmill dunk, whatever.
right.
Hey, Anthony Davis is the bomb, yo. LA is doing good. They doing their
Hmm.
thing.
Right.
Then you will have to be like, I think you will have to. Ben is hard.
Yeah, Ben, I don't
And
know. I don't know what
embarrassing.
motivates him.
Yeah, because he's so stoic and
Hmm.
he's so I don't
Yeah,
even know about Ben because
you
you
don't.
can't embarrass him into playing better. It's so weird. Like
Mm-mm.
I think no, you know what would help with Ben when his game stepped up. It was after he was snubbed for the All Star game. Remember, he
Yeah,
went on that tear when
and
he was,
when he got
and when
and when
people were
he
saying
got
Donovan
booed
Mitchell
last
was
year,
better. Right. And
and
when people were saying Donovan Mitchell, hey, Donovan Mitchell got a chance to win rookie of the year. Ben went off.
yeah, I
But
don't
I
know.
think
I don't know what
that's
ticks
what's going
him.
to take it for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take, honestly. Um, for him, I will say this: players in general who have it a certain way, reality really truly doesn't sink in until a coach gets fired. And then they're start getting looked at as they're the blame for the coach getting fired.
Right. Brett's not there to shield
Then
him no more.
right. Then now the limelight, and not like the limelight is not on them. But then now everybody is looking at, okay, well, guess what? Y'all didn't went through a coach. The coach got fired. So he ain't there to take no more live bullets for y'all. So what y'all gonna do? So now if we see the same the same inconsistencies from both of them when and if a new coach comes in, then this is just what it's going to be for the time period that they're here. Pretty
I'm
much.
so I ain't gonna lie to you, sis. I'm so excited because I'm excited like when Chip was gone because
Right.
you have a new the plate is new. You can get somebody in here that we've seen what a coach can do. We've seen Doug. We've seen AV. We've seen Nick Nurse. We've seen Spoelstra after Stan Van Gundy was told to hit the bricks.
Mhm.
You We've seen Monty Williams. We've seen our boy in Atlanta.
Right.
What's his
Lloyd
Lloyd
Pierce.
Pierce. Lloyd Pierce. You've
Mhm.
seen it. Even here in Charlotte, my boy I can never pronounce his name, Italian dude from the Spurs.
Oh, yeah,
He,
yeah, yeah. I know, can't
he,
remember his name, but I know who you're
yeah.
talking about.
You see it where these guys, if you and number one, you know what else players respect? They respect when they get better. Like if Ben sees, oh shit, I'm at 21 tennis and 8.
Right.
How? Oh, at the pick and roll. Oh, he got me slashing. Oh, he got me doing this. He got me doing that.
Right.
Indeed. Oh shit, wait a minute. My knees feel better. You mean I don't have to guard a perimeter guard? I don't have to guard Kimber Walker.
Right.
I'm in charge with the rim, but I got the perimeter defense in front of me. That
Right.
I'm the last line of defense.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give you more on the defense. Sure,
Right.
it's all about results. But if they see, you know, it's like it's like Embiid was like, man, like I'm putting up 40 or 10, but the rest of these guys are they're still them. Like, what is going on? Like, you're gonna be like, well, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds, people are like, oh, then you're excusing him for giving up. But listen,
No.
let's be realistic. We
Yes.
all them we and I'm speaking for myself. I've then been on shitty teams where I know there was probably like two or three good players on the team. And I know at a certain point where shit was gonna go left. And I wasn't and I was just as competitive and still am as anybody. But I'd be damned if I'm gonna be out there killing myself, into the ground when I know we don't have a chance. Now I'm not gonna be dogging it, but come
Right. Right.
on. Like
Like
players know when they don't have a chance. And they really
like
know from a
no, go
player
ahead.
standpoint, from a they know when they don't have players that are good, and they know when the coach is fucking terrible. So that's
Right.
a double whammy.
Like in my mind, again, rest in peace, Mamba. Remember that Phoenix series? I legit think that Kobe got tired of people saying, "You're a hot dog, you're a hot dog. Maybe your team will do better if you trust them more." And he was like, "Okay, okay,
Yeah.
bitches, here you go."
Mhm. Yeah.
Just like when they got on AI about being a ball hog, about jacking up shots. AI told Stephen A. Smith, "There's 24 seconds on the shot clock, right? You got to bring the ball up. That's 6 seconds. You got to pass it around. That's 7 seconds. You got to set the play up. That's 5 seconds. They give me the ball with 5 seconds left.
Seconds left. Mhm.
What do you want me to do?"
Yep.
And goddamn it, 9 times out of 10, he delivered. So
And
we gotta be
that's
careful with all this ball hog shit and black hole, Carmelo Anthony shit like that. When you the main man, and if you don't score, the team sucks. Guess what? That's part of the fucking job.
mhm. Just like how many times does that happen to Joel, where they just dribbling, and
And
they want
talking
to
to
give
him at the
and they want to
top of
give
the
him the
key.
ball at the 3 point line with 5 seconds left.
I'm sorry, is Joel point guard now? I like you see. I saw it today. Tobias just threw the ball at Embiid. Was like, "Do it, big man." Where? Oh my god! It's the simple things. I remember when Penny and then Kobe would do it sometimes. I remember when Penny would come down. Who was the first person to touch the ball?
It's Shaq.
Shaq,
Yeah.
Shaq. Every possession, Shaq. Now you got Shake Milton touching the
But
ball 20 seconds.
didn't I
And then we
listen? Didn't I tell y'all from the beginning that what did I say?
notice. You said
Everybody kept, oh, Shake, having another
you
ball.
said it.
Listen,
You said it.
listen,
But his name's Shake,
listen.
bro. Okay, go ahead.
If people was putting their fucking hope in Shake Milton, it was already a lost cause. Stop playing, okay?
Hmm.
Like I said, Shake Milton on any type of go to all these other playoff teams. Would Shake Milton play on these teams? Let's go in the East. Milwaukee.
No.
No. Who is the second seed in the East?
Toronto.
Toronto.
No.
Boston. No.
Yes, that bitch sucks.
He, no, he would not play in Boston. Boston got shit. I
But
would
he's
take their
black.
yeah. Well, I would give me their backup point guard. I would take him in a heartbeat.
Oh,
Brad
Wanamaker?
Wanamaker.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
never
from
mind. No,
Philly.
no. I'm sorry. No,
He
no.
from here. He
Go
from
ahead. I forgot
Roman.
about Wanamaker. I said
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Indiana.
Indiana.
No.
No.
Who else is in? Even in Orlando. No.
No.
Or the Nets. No.
No.
He would.
Oh shit. No.
He wouldn't, and I'm not even going to bother with the West teams. He wouldn't play on none of the teams in the fucking bubble. Okay, none.
But his name
So
is
stop
shit.
it. Stop.
Hey, sis, Earn 916 said something. I want to get your thoughts on this. He said Tobias and Joel got beef in his opinion. He said you can see it on how they interact. That's new. I wouldn't put it past any shit on this team. Um,
I don't think. I
I
don't
don't.
think.
I think Joel's
I
not
think
crazy.
Joel got beef with everybody at this point. Let's be real.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Except the girl at the Chick-fil-A counter. That's the only person
Yeah,
that needs to say that.
Joel, at this point is like fuck all these niggas, like for real. Excuse my French, but that's what he like. Yeah, he gonna be on the first thing smoking out that bubble, okay? So I don't necessarily think is a beef, but yeah,
I
I
do
don't.
think you look at him like, man, you make money too.
Yes,
Like, what the
I
fuck?
think right. I think that he probably like. I mean, listen, for as good as Tobias is a guy, and none of us can deny that the human being that he is. But come on, Tobias, like, bruh, I just looked at his stats. He shot
I
33% from the field in this series.
He made one
32%.
3-pointer.
Like, and see, and that's also where coaching and a game plan and a system comes into play. Because, all right, these are what good coaches and teams do. T- Tobias, struggled the first game. What you gonna do in game two? I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna get him his touches early. I'm gonna get him a layup. I'm gonna get him to the free throw line to get him going. I'm gonna do something to get him going because I know I need him in this series. He's the only other player capable of scoring on a semi consistent to consistent basis. So I need to get him going in game two and coming off of game one. And and you know what? Not telling you as a coach, not telling you to bias, not to take them threes, but you struggling. Let's pump fake. Let's get a 17-foot jump shot to get
Let's
you
get you
going.
inside. Because your post
Right.
game is pretty good.
Like once
Let's get you
players
inside.
exactly. Like once you see the ball go through the basket, then let's come back. Like that's gonna be open. Cause
Why
they
don't they
they
run a 2-man game with Tobias and Embiid? I'm so confused. Like, how don't you run a two? They ran a two-man game with Whiteside and Carmelo, and Whiteside can't shoot
he
me.
was he was trying to run pick and roll with Shake and Joel. Like that's what I'm talking about with coaching,
So
like coaching.
fundamentally
And
flawed.
yes, I'm on at this point. We're talking about coaching, but it's overall, but just the coaching aspect of it. Like you need Tobias. Come out and let's get him going. Like I said, let's get him some post ups. Let's get him a layup. Let's see him. Let's see the ball go through the
In the
net.
mid-range, face up.
Like
Let's set a
what?
pick for him. Set a screen for him.
What do all these coaches that are we think that are quality coaches? What happens if their star or stars has a bad game? The next game, the first five
They're
minutes
coming
of
to him
the
early.
next game, they going to them early. Not us. No. We got fucking, everybody and their mama just shooting threes.
Your best
Like
player, and you can tell when Embiid is pissed off because he slaps his
he
leg.
slapped his
When he see a shot, he be like, if they trot up the floor, like, oh, y'all want me to do defense, but I ain't touched the ball in the last 6 possessions.
yeah,
If
like
I'm Brett Brown or an assistant coach, I'm tugging, hey coach, Embiid ain't touched the damn ball in 6 possessions.
but you heard what our boy say, T will say that he's stubborn, he don't listen to the assistant.
He get caught watching the game.
So I you would think, I mean, you see the game, you are actually watching it, you see Joel not getting the ball for 6 possessions in a row where he just constantly running up and down the damn court. Like, call a timeout. All right, let's get the ball into big fella. Let's go. Like, like I say all the time, basketball is not a hard game to play or coach. You just gotta actually know what to do and have
You know what we
players
really need?
who have IQ to
There you go.
execute.
There you
Because
go.
like as much as we can say, all right, let's run this and let's do that. Like, let's be real. These players ain't fucking capable of doing nothing that we just said. They couldn't even they couldn't even make entry passes to Joel. A entry
If I
pass.
can run up the court and throw the ball to Embiid, I'm a point guard. Who's my best player? It's Embiid. Throw it in. I'm a point guard. Who's our best player? It's uh it's James Harden. Here you go, James. I'm a point guard. Who's our best player? It's Kevin Durant. Here you go, Kevin.
But you know what? You have to know when, where, why, and how to get people the ball when you are a guard. If you look at I was watching, I think it was the Clippers the other night. Now the Clippers have a team full of players who actually know how to play basketball. So that's number one. And
And
I'm
a
not
Doc
talking
Rivers team is going to be very have very they
fundamentally
all pissed off at
exactly.
him.
Oh, a Shammer when he shot that three, yes.
And
But
said Patel, he on my list. You saw him
yes,
pissed off.
I said same. But so and that's an outlier talking about the Clippers, but they know what to do when players are playing them a certain way. If they're playing them high side, what they going they they backdooring them. If they play them to the basket side, what they're doing, they're coming up high. Like all that is when you know how to play basketball. You know what to do when you're in certain situations. The Sixers, they like when I watch some of the passes that they tried to throw Joel Embiid, I'm
He's
like,
either
wait a
off
minute.
kilter, he's leaning out to get it, he's getting pushed by Marcus Smart to get a. And oh yeah, let me throw this guy in here too, because he's Rick Carlisle. His
Very
teams are
underrated
always
coach.
always well coached, even
Yes.
with the dynamic.
Even when
Who
they were bad, yeah,
even when they was bad, they would never beat themselves. Like
yeah,
remember, we lost to them a couple times when they had bad squads.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's a good coach team. Like they're not going to
Mhm.
beat themselves. Like you
Right.
saw it, even when we didn't turn the ball over, it was a knife fight. It was a gunfight.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
always say, if we cut down on turnovers, we win easily. No, we don't.
no, we don't.
No, we don't.
No. Like I think it was probably game 2 when Josh like Embiid was posted up like in the middle of the lane and like he threw that pass with like one hand where he just like he was just tossing it up when they like if they was like practicing. And somebody like what? Like because see that's allowed. When stuff like that is allowed, if it's not allowed in practice, then it's not done in the game.
Sis,
But
how
if it's
many games we
allowed,
saw? How many games we saw where Embiid or somebody would throw the ball and the person don't know they're getting the ball, they're walking away from it. Like
yeah, yeah,
what?
absolutely.
How hard is it to call their name? Hey, Shay,
Not even that,
Shay,
bro.
come here.
If you're on the court, there's a chance you can get the ball
Keep your head on a
on the
swivel.
swivel. So you like, hello, if you're out there on the court, you have to be alert and pay attention to what's going on. And so many times, like you said, Ben or Joe is, looking to, get to pass the ball, and they don't have a fucking clue the ball is coming to them.
Like you said, it's allowed in practice. I guarantee
Yeah,
you, they make mistakes and they don't correct them in practice
of
because you don't get a lot
course.
of practice time. You don't have time.
To
Yeah, you don't have
exactly.
time to do all that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's nothing to for them to do it in a game because it's just a carryover, pretty much. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see to see what they do. But that wait a minute. Like we really
Hoping everything's just regular.
but how did this team have no guards that can play? None, not one. None.
Well, we do. We have one.
Who? Who? Alex Burke?
No, I ain't
Neto?
messing with you. We don't have nobody. You said that can play. We have
Like
people that have the position as a name,
right.
but they
Okay,
can't
let me rephrase that. How don't you have not one NBA caliber guard on your team? None. Like who these guards on this team wouldn't play for no other playoff team. None. That's a disgrace.
and that
And
just
it's
shows how we blew through those assets.
yeah,
That's what really pisses me off right now.
not even that. Like, listen, and nobody's saying that TJ McConnell was a world beater, but I would have took TJ McConnell back in a heartbeat over the drug that was on his team.
I
You
would have took
had
Tony Roten.
you had a legitimate point combo guard, Trey Burke, that couldn't get off the bench for Raul Neto. Like what? Where they do that at? Like nobody's
Brett needs to be
saying
in Europe. He needs to be in Europe where he can have
thank
the
you.
pick of the litter of European players, where it won't be a question
Yes.
why the European player playing over an American player. He's just
Like
in the wrong part of the world.
like Korkmaz and Neto don't belong in the NBA. I guarantee you. Mark my words. Korkmaz is a free agent. I will bet my left pinky that he's back in Europe next year.
They
Nobody will
didn't
sign
offer him.
him.
Remember, they didn't offer him a contract.
Yeah. So how is he like this just tells you that like we were just our love for the team blinded us to think that we really could, do anything. Just the pure simple fact that this coach was counting on Furkan Korkmaz to be the sixth man of a championship caliber team says everything you need to know. That says it all.
Oh, he just walked
That
off my
says it
screen,
all.
yo. Now we got to hear all offseason how trade Ben or Joel, and that's sexy to talk about, but
Right.
that's not it. You
No.
start with them, you build with them.
Right. You
Everybody
have,
else,
yeah, everybody else, if, listen, if they can find a miracle of miracles, even if they can get rid of one of them, Tobias or Al, like that'll be a miracle. And to do that, and see, the problem with all these,
staring at Sacramento.
all these people who play wannabe GMs, um, if they know we're trying to get rid of these two contracts, what the hell you think kind of contract we getting back? We getting their trash back too. So yeah, it's nice to play 2K. That ain't real life. If we trade one of them, we're getting
Takes
some,
two to tango. Yeah.
exactly. We're getting back some garbage that they don't want to. So no. Um but yeah, it is gonna be, interesting to see what conspires, and I just don't want people to get fooled that, you know, the lie that everything lies with Brett Brown. Listen, he has a chunk of it and I'm not absolving him. But to think that getting rid of him is gonna cure everything, people gonna be sadly mistaken.
Hmm.
The only thing that will cure it all is if this they sell the team, and then you're completely starting fresh. So the idea of, Brett Brown is going, so Ben and
Unless
Joel are gonna, excuse me, miraculously turn into players that they should have been. Listen, I pray to God it happens, but the likelihood of it happening, I ain't too optimistic. I would love to eat my words. We've
wait a
been
minute.
saying this.
Oh,
What
not you.
happened?
I was reading what
Oh,
real weather fans said. That hey, listen, I ain't mad at it. If Washington want Tobias, go ahead. I I'm thinking hard about that one. What about you?
what, John Wall for Tobias?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his contract look like.
Same
John
thing.
Wall is the same contract.
It's close. You would have to get a third team.
You had to get a third team involved.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, if
He
he's healthy,
But
I
that's
if
the thing about John Wall. We just add another injury.
right, like if it was another point, like give me somebody else that actually play.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I'm thinking, sis? And this is my honest to God truth, and I'm not gonna bend off. This is what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna be Tobias, Joel, and Ben here. And I think either Horford's gonna be on the bench or he's gonna
Mhm.
get moved. But I think those are the four pieces that we're gonna definitely have going forward. Because those contracts are just too hard to move. And I think everybody else, Elton has his work cut out for him. He
Mhm.
has to draft well. He has to have
They
real.
got like 10 draft picks again.
He has to have real trade savvy. Um,
Mhm.
stay away from Danny Ainge. Stay away from Pat
Please.
Riley.
Like wait, bruh. I posted. I said, never sleep with the enemy, i.e., the Cowboys and the Celtics. Like, stop bringing these former Cowboys and former Celtics up in here. Like, come on, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the part that you left out that's probably crucial to all of that, getting players that actually want to come here.
Yep, because T Will dropped that bombshell. People is
Mm-hmm.
like, but you know what? I think that's different. If you get a coach with some cachet,
True.
that they're like, oh yeah, my boy played in his system and he loves it.
Right.
Ain't nobody saying that about Brett.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, if you get a coach that's because you know what comes with a coach, an established coach or assistant coach with a lot of ties,
Yeah,
players that know him.
relationships.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they like, oh yeah, I play for Coach. So yeah, I play for
Right.
Coach. She cool as shit, yo. I love
Right.
her system. I was really productive from three and defensive efficiency. Like these players know, they
Hmm.
know they have the
Yeah.
they have teams that be like, hey, when you ran this with
Right.
them, this what you did.
Right.
When
Yeah.
you was with Brett, this is what happened. Oh,
Hmm.
I ain't going there. I ain't going there.
Yeah.
Who else on the list? Oh well,
Right.
and then it's the Istanbul cockroaches. Okay, I'm going to Istanbul.
Hmm. Because they still, I don't like, I don't need, how many of the contracts are guaranteed to come back next year?
Hmm.
Of course, Tobias, Al, Joel,
Ben,
and Ben and Shake, because they fucking remember when they gave him that money last year,
yeah,
guaranteed him, which, okay, like why? Even though it's not a ton of
Thompson is
money, but
guaranteed.
why?
Korkmaz is guaranteed.
Um,
Burks is gone. Glenn Robinson is gone.
and
So
Matisse, that's probably
Celtics
it.
got some spots. He got
That's
some
six
spots where he can
players,
put in some legit shoot shooters, team oriented. He got to get
role
some
players who know
ball
their roles,
some role
right?
players that can handle the damn ball and shooters. It's hard in a league where everybody wants to
Like one
play.
shooters, right? But if not,
Damn it.
like you said, shooters don't grow on trees.
Mhm.
So if not shooters, then you need to get players who actually have a defined skill that can, like we said, handle the ball, that can play off of Ben and Joel, that are slashers, that can create their own shots. Like that's what you need to be, looking for. So, if Elton is going to be the GM or some whoever it is going to have their work cut out for them, because it's not going to be easy.
It's what
But
the
you
fuck
would
you get paid for.
you would think that having Ben and Joel would be enticing to some players. But we'll see. We'll see.
Listen, it starts with them two. If Joel comes in shape, this team is better. If Ben comes in not a wanting to actually be great, the Sixers, there's no limit. It starts with them too, though. It has to
Mhm.
start with them.
It has
You
to,
can
yeah.
bring, like you said, you could bring any coach in here, but if Ben doesn't want to be great,
Hmm.
if Ben doesn't
Yeah,
want to be great, then what are we doing here? We're just content with 50
yeah.
wins and second round exits.
Yeah, you're going to get what you're going to get where we've gotten. You're going to get to the second round of the playoffs. You're going to come up against a coach who actually knows how to coach and knows their limitations, and it'll be a 6 game, 7 game series, but you're going to get the same result. Like, let's not fool ourselves here.
Mm.
That's what it's going to be. And for anybody thinking differently, I'm glad. I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid y'all drink, but I hope it's good.
A lot of sugar in that shit too. I'm trying to
Yes.
figure out. Okay, sis. Over under. Okay, let me ask you this: does Brett get fired before the draft?
I don't even know when the draft is, but yeah, I think
Shit,
he,
yeah. When is the draft? Anybody know in the comment section? Because I would think you would want that coach to be on board with the next draft pick.
yeah, he'll be going within the next 5 days, I would say.
You think that quick?
Yeah.
For some reason I think they really gonna try to
Drag it out, you
move
think?
it, drag it out, get some stories out of there. Like they started this morning with Pompey with that
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like get
Right.
some more stories out there. Because remember T Will said no, it wasn't T Will. It was Austin Krell. He said they love to win the media. They love to win
Mm-hmm.
the public opinion.
Right,
Listen, we
right.
all want Brett gone, so it's nothing that you could say that
Can
would be like,
say
yeah,
right,
that's why we definitely want him gone. We
right,
want him gone. We want
right.
him gone.
Dumping on him for stuff that we
Yeah,
already knew. That's only making
right,
you look bad. It ain't looking him. It ain't making him look any worse. Cause we
right.
already knew. We already
It
knew
makes
this.
you
So
look worse because you kept him go. You kept him.
right. And like Philly fans aren't dumb. So we know it's yeah, you're trying to make him the scapegoat, which he has his own hand in why he's getting fired. But piling on and making him the scapegoat when all y'all need to be taking the fall is, excuse me, is another thing. But let's get into what give me five coaches that you think or that you would want to see here. Because I've been debating this with people, and the names that I'm hearing, I don't want to go through with a 10-foot pole.
Adrian Griffin.
That's one that I
Sam
said.
Cassell.
That's two
Um,
that I said.
I know you probably ain't gonna like this name, but I do kind of like him. Stan Van Gundy.
Absolutely not.
Um,
But I
um,
can understand. I can understand why people want him. I should say. I can say that.
um, who did I say? I said Adrian Griffin. Stan Van Gundy.
Sam
Um,
Cassell.
Sam Cassell. For some reason, he intrigues me. Kenny Smith, but I
From
think he loves
TNT.
TNT. Yeah, I think he loves TNT too much. I
Yeah,
think he
no.
loves TNT too much. That's easy money. Easy money.
Yeah.
He don't want to be on
He.
the road like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And then I know you don't like him, but I kind of do like him. I like J Kidd a lot.
Mm-mm.
I like him a lot. So those are my five. Those are my four like rookie assistants, and then
Mm.
established guy is Stan.
Mm.
What's your five?
Um. Off the top of my head, I would say Jay Wright is number one. I don't give a damn what all these people talking about. I don't want another rookie, coach not being in the NBA. Listen, I get
Who
it.
else is a rookie coach?
And normally I would say me either, but let's be real. He built Villanova from the ground up. He's coached pros. He produces pros. He's from here. He gets the mentality of the city.
Wait a
And
minute.
on
You
top of
telling me
that,
Jay Wright produces pros from Villanova?
every year,
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like where have you known players? They,
um, and on top of that, he's a good X and O coach. It's not just he's a quote unquote coach, players coach. He actually knows how to coach. So he would be one. Also, I do like Adrian Griffin from Toronto. I like Sam Cassell. Um, and this guy who is under the radar, who not a lot of people would say, but because he's been in Miami a long time and I want some fresh faces and ideas. Malik Allen, who actually played for Villanova, who's been an assistant coach in Miami forever since he stopped playing. That's kind of a name that intrigues me.
I like it.
Um, and I'm trying to think. Oh, and the fifth one would be the assistant coach that's here, Emmy Udoka. Now that's just going off the
Gotta
top of
give
my
me
head,
somebody here
right?
that sees, because there's always somebody behind you that be like, man, if I was in charge,
Chart,
I
right.
ain't going for that shit.
Now that's a cat like if other certain coaches get fired who are currently coaches,
Right,
but
right, right.
um,
That
and
change.
right, that changes, and also like just looking at people's staffs and be like, oh, I forgot about him, but that's just the list that I have been thinking about off the top of my head. And you know what? And I know you guys had been bringing his name up to me, and I was always like, I don't know. But I now that I've watched a few of the Pacers games, I would be a little bit intrigued with Nate McMillan too.
I told you, sis. Do they ever beat themselves?
No, they're fun. Like they're a fundamental team. They play hard. They don't beat themselves. You can see like that they don't have a superstar, so that's what kind of hinders them. And
That's Coach Carl Tree.
don't give me Malcolm Brogdon, and don't give me Victor Oladipo as
Yeah,
superstars.
those are
Just
not
stop,
superstars.
please.
They're not even stars.
Um, but
Good
he would
players.
yeah, but he would intrigue me. He
Didn't
would
he just get
intrigue
an
me.
extension?
No, and they've lost in the first round the past 3 years, so he might be on his way out.
Now, I'm not going to ask you to give me five of these because it's hard, but give me two GMs.
Hmm. That now is just a wish list or players or GMs that I actually think will come here.
Give me one wish list and give me one that you think will actually come here. Shut up, Iron. He said Lou Really.
Um, wish as a GM would be the old GM from San Antonio, RC Bruford.
Oh
But
man, yeah, we.
yeah, or the GM in Golden State. Um, realistically, hmm, I would have to see who is like out there that's
They'll
not
probably put out
working.
some
And
Delaware Blue Coats again.
but that's the thing. Like I don't think Elton Brand is going to get fired.
No, I don't. But
Mm-mm.
you know, I
Right.
think
That's a whole.
I think in my heart of hearts, Elton knows where he fucked up at. I
Hmm.
guarantee you, he has a list of coaches that he's just waiting for the like Brett, you're gone. Okay. Hey Brett, thank you for your service. Boom. He already on the phone. Like, hey, listen. I told you to be on standby, didn't I?
Right.
Didn't I tell you? It's
And
go time.
right. And I want to believe that because, like, listen, Elton Brand is no dummy. Number one, and number two, he has connections in as far as players, coach, like every just in the whole basketball, as an entity.
Mhm.
And I think I think he's a sharp guy. I just can't. I don't know um if he was fully allowed to do his job with
I don't think he
all
was.
autonomy,
I don't think he was.
or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
I
know what the
think him being
dynamics are
I
and
think him
were.
being the new GM, the ownership gave more sway to Brett
Right.
over a brand new GM. But I'm gonna tell you this. I do think Elton had a relationship with players, but the coach
Mhm.
stopped the players from coming here.
Right.
And I think that's where it was just a bad mix. And I think
Mhm.
now when Elton calls a player, they ain't gonna have to be like, yo, is Brett still there?
Right.
They gonna know. They gonna be like, all right, what's
No.
up, D? Yeah, let's
Right.
talk.
Right. And that's what I'm not like I'm willing to give Elton the chance at another coach, to see
His
how
coach.
that his own coach and kind of putting his stamp on how he wants things done because like I said, he ain't no dummy. Like he knows the game. He knows how this team played is not the right way, how they should have and could have played. So that's what gives me a little, like hope Like he will make the right decision as far as the coach and stuff. But when and if they do get a new coach, they still got to bring in a whole new developmental staff and
And I
all
think
that.
they will do that. I think they
Like
will. I think Elton knows where. I think Elton knows that he got a gut. It's a
right,
gut job.
right. Like
From
you got to
strength
start
to
with.
conditioning, it's a gut. It's a gut.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
who's telling MB that it's okay to eat a chicken sandwich on the fucking the sports table? Who? You're gone. Fine. Who told Ben Simmons to bulk up? You're gone. You're fired.
Can we talk about that though? Because they like he when did Ben go out in like February, like the end of February maybe
Mm-hmm.
from the All Star game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. He played that one game in Milwaukee. That was it. So from February on till they started playing what late July.
Mm-hmm.
Why would anybody in their would trainer in their right mind would have him gain weight coming off of bulk up, and I won't say gain, but bulk up coming off of a back injury?
With a bad back.
That makes absolutely no sense. This is not me speculate. I had a back injury. I had a worse back injury than he. I had two herniated discs. And when I started, training back again, it was, of course, to strengthen my core because that would take less pressure off my back. But gain weight, absolutely not. You want to alleviate some of the pressure off of the part of your body that's giving you issues, not
Look,
add more muscle.
look at
So
Dwight
when,
is still bulky, but you could tell he slimmed down when his back started getting bad. Like he
yeah,
stopped all that, like trying to come in the biggest he could be.
right,
I don't know who
like
told
that.
him like
That when I saw, because what did they say? He put on like 10, 15 pounds of muscle.
that.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what? Like, not coming off of a back injury. Like, mm-mm, no. So there again is where is the messaging coming from? Because I know damn well, no, there's no way, no trained orthopedic doctors told him to bulk up after coming off of a back injury. Now, yeah, he didn't have surgery, but listen, a back injury is a back injury. So, like, that's debilitating. So when I saw that, and I'm glad you brought it up because I'm like, that don't make no sense.
Mm. What has made sense here?
So it's a bunch of mixed messaging going on with the whole entire organization.
And
Like they put
to I go back to Elton when he said, remember when he was like, it'll all make sense here in a minute. I
yeah.
either him and Brett not on the same page. If he said it will all make sense
You
and
could tell,
the same system,
but bro, how could there's no way because Brett Brown still is playing as if they have JJ and Ilyasova and the other cat down in San Antonio. You know who I'm talking about.
yeah,
Damn it, shoot,
Bellinelli,
it'll come to me, but you know who I'm talking about. But
Bellinelli,
he, huh?
Bellinelli.
Bellinelli, right? He's still playing as if we have, like three legit shooters. Like the best shooter on his team is Joel Embiid.
Wait a minute. Hey, the person with the best touch is Joel Embiid. Probably the best dribbler is Joel Embiid. The best athlete is probably Thibault. Did Joel Embiid? Like, what are we
That's how you can tell it
doing?
was mixed messaging from the GM to the coach. Like, how are you still how are you still employing a system where even if Al Horford is on a court with Joel Embiid, there's things you can do to take advantage of both of them on the court, not having one of them always out at the 3-point line and the other one always in the paint.
You can have one at the elbow. You can have one down
Thank
low.
you.
You can run shit. Sometimes if you want to be fucking creative, how about a high-low game?
Uh, yeah.
Because they're behemoths. You'll have to. They're trees. You will have to fight around that screen, and then one can flare down and back you down
Mhm.
right underneath the basket.
Yeah. That's
Hello.
what
I
that's
don't
what
even
I'm
know.
saying. Like that's what like listen, and I'm not saying Al Horford is what he was in Boston, but there's no way he looks this bad
Hey,
coming from
if you were
there's
in
no
Boston, I
way.
bet you he'd be killing us right now.
Yeah, he would. Like even like Al Horford was never a quote unquote, I won't say not that he wasn't skilled, but he was never a how like a high value player, etc. He always he's a fundamental player. He knows how to do
I
everything,
you.
dribble, pass, shoot, high IQ. So like and he never relied on athleticism. So when players don't rely on that, they play longer and they still can be effective. There is no way he all of a sudden you saw what you saw now. And it's like there's no way.
And people was talking about like, let me tell you why Al Horford was talking shit and he was real animated during this series. He's playing his ex team who didn't want to pay him, and they let him walk to a rival and still swept him.
Hmm.
You know
I
how devastating
don't.
that is?
Yeah, and embarrassing. Yeah, yeah. That's why
I agree, Iron. I bet you they probably told Horford, we gonna do XYZ. He got with Brett, he was like, what the what?
what? Yeah, yeah.
All right, where's JJ? Where's these shooters with this system you want me to run?
Mm.
I love
And,
and I hate
and
it.
injuries just made it worse because what we always say, Joel and Ben mask the deficiencies of a coach. And
Like,
I guarantee you, if this team was healthy, they would have probably beat the Celtics in 5.
sis, I'm thinking of something right now. Like, let's say they didn't trade for Tobias, or let's say they just kept Jimmy, or let's say Jimmy walked.
Hmm.
Like, I'm thinking now, do you know the Sixers could have been in the running for Kimba?
Well, yeah, they still could have signed him.
You put Kimba and Ben next together, a combo guard. Ben, assist your heart out, Ben. You want to do 17,
Hmm.
18, and 10? Fine. Kimba, it's you and Embiid. Man, listen. Like, we put our chips on all the wrong people, and I'm getting pissed off all over again.
Yeah, yeah.
You told Kimba he was going to get 185 here. He ain't turning that down. I get to stay on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
like,
But no, he went to Boston, and they're flourishing.
but and that's why I said I could. Somebody said it, but then when they said it, we all were like, "Shit, that makes sense." When I can't remember who it was like, "Do you really think um the Brett, I mean Ben Simmons, after from day one, everybody in his organization telling him that he's the point guard and him holding on to that like it was a rosary. Then now all of a sudden they asked him, "Oh, all right, Ben, we want to move you to power forward, and we're going and Shake is
Hey,
gonna run the point."
Milton.
Like that don't even make sense, and he was okay with that. Now listen, that obviously was a situation, but don't tell me that it was cool and that it was okay and that he had no issues with it when supposedly he had issues with Jimmy having the ball and he had issues with Markel. Now, somebody lying. Somebody ain't telling the truth.
Who you think lying? Come on, son. You sleepy. I know you sleepy.
Somebody lying. That's all I'ma
I'm gonna
say.
tell you what. You put I don't know. Sis, I'm all out of answers. Just give me my yeah, the
That's
draft
so true.
16. The draft
Oh,
is in October.
October. Oh, that's right. That's
So
right.
so when you think you're getting fired?
I told you, I give them a week. They
You think
on,
it's really gonna be a week?
yeah, because that's
Think
still
they ain't
enough
gonna wait to
time.
the end of the you can think they ain't gonna wait to the end of the playoffs?
No, because a week is still enough to keep leaking out stories, making him look even worse. And by that point, the evidence is going to be so insurmountable that it's going to be, we were left no choice.
And they need to start interviewing people. Oh, you know what? God damn it. I forgot, sis.
But
You know who I forgot. I forgot my established coach. Take Stan Van Gundy off. Um, oh boy. Take that for data. What's his name? Uh he used to coach Memphis, then the Knicks. He got a raw deal.
oh, Fizdale.
Yes, I forgot.
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
Stan Van Gundy
yeah.
ass off. Get him
I
out of here.
forgot about him. Yeah, yeah. I like Fizdale. I don't know why the hell he went to New York because that was a dumpster
Listen,
fire waiting to happen.
it's only 32
That's
coaches.
that's true
Yeah,
too,
and
and
he's
he
a
was
black
getting
man.
paid, and he got fired, so he's still getting
Mhm.
paid.
Oh, I forgot
So
Fizdale. Yeah,
true
yeah, yeah,
enough.
yeah. Yeah, I would start
Yeah,
getting in on these coaches that's available, and then start getting on some of these assistants that's still in the playoff.
right. And that's why you do it sooner than later. That way you go through, you have your list, you can make your calls, your contacts,
Mm-hmm.
um, and you can get on the ball before some of these other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and let's just hope that they make the best decision.
Another coach. Remember, the Knicks would give us fits under Fizdale.
Yeah,
No was
I
sorry.
I don't know why they fired him in Memphis because he had them from what I could see going in the right direction. I'm sure it's probably stuff because we're not there that we don't know about. But
They thought it was number one. They wanted to go with analytics. Remember, and that's what he that take that data. He's not an analytical guy. Well, he doesn't want to lean on that. He's a feel. Can you play? Can you shoot? Type of
right,
coach. And they
like
want like Mike Conley to shoot all these threes. And he's like, Mike
threes,
Conley's not a 3-point shooter.
right,
Like Gasol's not a 3-point shooter. He can shoot the three, but he's not.
right,
And that's why he used to always battle about the analytics. So yeah,
and
that's the main reason why he was going. And also for some reason they thought he was the problem why Memphis wasn't beating the Lakers and everybody else in the Western Conference. It was the
mm,
talent.
right. But you know what? I think that's part of the Sixers issue too. That they're so driven with fucking analytics.
Yeah, like stats like how fast the ball leaves Robert Covington's hand. I don't give a shit. Does it hit the bottom of the net when it leaves his hands? All these damn analytics. Analytics
Right,
tell us that Howell Neto is good in spurts.
right.
But
Or
our
that he's
odds tell us he eats up leads. Korkmaz him a lead eater. Oh,
Lord Jesus.
oh god.
I still can't get over that we got these two on this team and they actually thought they were championship contenders.
They was on the floor as we went down in the sweep against the Boston Celtics.
Mm-mm-mm.
Raul Neto.
And the fact that they didn't get crushed by 30. Like that's the only time either one of them should see the floor, whether you're up 20 and 30 or if you're down 20 or 30. That's it.
I gotta go be a dad because you know what? I'm sick of trying to solve the Sixers problems.
Yeah, well,
But I
and
tell you what, A
that's
come out,
why I didn't want sports back because I didn't want to. I just wanted it to go away.
go Flyers, go
Yep.
Eagles.
Go Flyers.
Oh,
Go
boy,
Eagles.
I just can't.
Like I said, Brett Brown and Meg Clinton can both get on the same rocket ship
Rocket.
and be launched into
I'm
space.
lighting that bitch with kerosene. I'm lighting it with
Yes,
kerosene. And if it blow up before it hit the
it
destination,
just blow up.
listen. Oh my God. Not on the Sunday, not the Lord's Day, yo.
Oh goodness.
Hey. Correct. Come on. Don't jump on Batman now. You saw that beat down by Patterson. Come on, man. I bet you Tony Stark ain't doing that. Probably shoot his pulsars or some shit. Pew 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 pew. He shoots shit out his hands. Pew. All right.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right. Sis, I want to thank you as always. I didn't hear nothing
Thank
frying on
you.
the stove, so we doing good, Iron. She didn't fry nothing today, so
No, it's too hot. Everybody's fending for
yo,
themselves
why is
today.
black people the only people that don't cook hot? Turn that
number
other
one,
turn
number
that-
one, because I don't really eat when it's hot. So, if I have to cook, and the bad part, I have central air, so that's really not even an excuse, but is an excuse that I'm gonna say. But yeah, no, everybody fending for themselves
I
today.
would grab an ice cream sandwich in a heartbeat, like, yo, mom, what you cooking? What the fuck you mean when I'm over
It's
80
too
degrees?
hot.
Too hot? Mom, we AC. I don't give a damn.
You better go
And
figure something out for yourself.
me saving the hot stove. Like, come on, man. Black people got all these unwritten rules, yo.
Hell
Don't be on
yeah.
when it's raining.
Look,
Don't be in the tub.
you better go fix yourself a sandwich or something.
Don't cook when it's hot. What we eating? It's such and such in the refrigerator. I don't want that when you ain't hungry.
Yep. If you hungry, you'll eat whatever's in there.
People starving in Africa. So all this it's just so many unwritten rules, yo.
Absolutely. And I've used all of them.
But yet somehow Justin still 6'10", so he eating something. God damn
Well,
it.
uh, that's just genetics. Said I
Come
wish
on,
he was
guys.
6'10". He know how to shoot and dribble. God damn it.
Oh, listen, don't start. Well, he got the skin complexion for it already.
Shut up.
He can come in like he can play. Like, look, I'm the point guard. First of all, who are you?
Right.
Nobody.
my mom my mom said I can shoot and dribble, damn it. That's who I
But you
am.
know what? I can't see you raising that boy and not teaching him how to shoot and tell him to go be a point guard. Like, what are
Uh
we doing here?
Absolutely not. First of all, that's the first thing you do is teach a child how to dribble the damn ball. They ain't no use if they can't dribble. The hell?
Oh my god! Everybody used to just standing around like Matisse,
Oh
like bruh,
jeez.
dribble on TikTok. I don't give a damn what you do. Dribble, dribble, dribble.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Matisse, if the right deal come along, he can kick rocks too.
Listen. This gonna be a pretty big rocket, cause I'm putting a lot and I'm shooting to a big planet. Oh my god, yeah. They gonna like, man, it's like 8 saddles on this rocket. Listen,
Hell yeah, we need the biggest rocket ship y'all got, cause y'all gonna have a lot of company up on there.
Oh, we got Phoenix on the line. Hello. Hold on, Ben. Wait.
Right?
Get your bags.
Is that
No, wait.
for
Hold up.
who?
Wait a minute.
Devin? For
Who?
what? A
Oh, never mind.
bid?
They said they're not giving us Devin. Okay, come
All
back,
right,
Ben.
you
Come back.
safe,
Come
you
back.
safe.
You,
Unpack.
you safe. You safe. Wait a minute. They call me back.
Look,
Let me
Ben,
stop.
Ben, just have your shit on standby. Don't unpack.
We about to upgrade you to first class. Oh, all right, sis. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll get some good news tonight.
Now that would be a miracle if they
Yeah, don't
did.
even
But
let him do a end of the year press conference.
oh
Like
gosh, I
they
know,
supposed to
right?
get fired right away. Like don't embarrass yourself letting them.
I
Like I don't
know.
remember any coach that did an end of the year and was like, if I'm here, I'm here. I'm not, I'm not. Like just
Yeah,
let it go.
you can't let them do that. That
The fact
mm-mm.
that he called off practice, that has to be it. That has
Oh
to be the
yeah,
moment that
right,
I ain't gonna be here. So why the fuck am I calling the practice to get one of y'all hurt on my way out? I
right.
think that has to be it. But
We shall see. I'm sure
you
Twitter
know,
will implode as we know
all
it
right,
usually does.
all right,
Mm-mm-mm.
sis. I'm about to check for available flights on this rocket because I
All
might.
right.
God. All right, girl.
Okay.
All right.